Right then everybody, welcome back to Anglecar. Now, we haven't chose the bestest of days to film today as it's just started raining, but it's one of them things. I'm still going to do a review for you people because I really think this is probably one of the best deals for a method feeder that I have certainly found. Now, before I do get into this review, I do want to say, if you are enjoying the reviews, the fishing videos, everything, please make sure you subscribe. There's a lot of people that watch the videos that aren't subscribed, so get subscribed. If you're on a TV, just pause this video, click on my profile picture, and then sign into your YouTube account, or if you're already signed in, you'll just get subscribed straight away, and thank you very much. And also share this video around. So I have the TEMU method feeders today, and what's amazing about these, they actually come with the mold as well. And the mold, it's sort of like the Preston ones where you push down on them and it sort of like helps you get the method feeder out. So if I put it in here and then push out like that, it just pops it straight out. So for me, that is really good, because obviously a lot of method feeders that we buy, unless it's the Drennan ones, they don't normally come with things like this. And not only that, you're actually getting 2 method feeders. So I do want to tell you people about the price, because these things, I just can't believe it. And if you haven't heard of TEMU, then definitely check out. It's an app on your phone, you sign in. It is a bit spammy with like deals and stuff, but there's one thing for sure, it's well worth it just because of how good these method feeders are. So the price of these, and it says they're actually on sale, but you can usually get them for pretty cheaper, which I'll tell you about in a minute. £3.99 for 2 method feeders and a mold, which is insane, absolutely crazy for me, and just such a good deal. I mean, most method feeders will cost that just for 1, whereas on TEMU you're getting 2 and a mold, which is unbelievable value for money. Again, I have seen them as well for like £5.99. The prices vary, just go with the cheapest one. They'll always do the same job as long as you get the mold and the 2 feeders included. Now, I have got a few different weights here. So they do these in a 20 gram, a 40 gram, a 50 gram, a 60 gram, a 30 gram as well. So the variations of weight is very good. I currently have the 20 gram one on, and as you can see, there's like these nice little ridges here, so it will grip to the bottom perfect. And if you look from this angle, it's nice and flat. And then all I've done is the swivel sits inside. I will be pulling that out in a minute, just because I believe it's free running rigs here at Ravenfield Ponds, and I've sort of just lassoed my hook length around, and then that just tightens the ear. Sometimes you have to pull it down a little bit. And then all I've got is on the QM one with a bait band, because I'll be using the Ringers white wafters today, as they are very good for catching things like hide. But like I said, we're going to give it a go. I've got some ground bait made up. I'm hoping the rain stops, as I don't want my ground bait to get wet. Okay, so what we're going to do is put the bait in the method feeder like that. Always make sure your line goes in the notch, and then fill it up with some ground bait. I'm using the Ringers ground bait today, as I had quite a lot of that left. And be generous with packing it up, you know, chuck a bit more in if you want. And then you push the method feeder straight in like that, and it absolutely is the perfect fit. As you can see on the camera, it's so snug. Now, one thing I will say with these sometimes is that when you push them, the bait doesn't always come on the method feeder. So what I like to push against it like that, to make sure the bait will come out. And then I just go like that, and lo and behold, first take, it's left your bait right in there. So as you chuck that out, it'll be absolutely perfect, and it's tucked to the mold very well. And there you go, you've got a nice parcel of bait. So what we're going to do is put that back under, and we're going to get this casted out, and hopefully we can get a nice little hide. And speaking of casting with these things, they are very good to cast. And like I said, this one is a good size, you know, you're getting a nice bit of bait in. And I'm literally just going to go, I would say, out towards that tree. Cast it on, let it sit, down we go, and we're fishing. So what I'm going to do, everyone, I'm going to leave this in for roughly around about maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, see if we get out. Obviously it is quite a rainy day today, so you never know. I'm just going to tighten that line up, and then what I'll do, if we manage to get a fish, then I'll get the camera back on, and hopefully we can get a nice hide or something like that. But I'm not kidding, for the price of these things, it's well worth checking them out. So something I want to talk about as well with these TEMU method feeders is the durability of them. Now for me, to say how cheap these things actually are, they are absolutely solid. Like, I can honestly push, it's sort of made of a really solid plastic. It just feels so durable and amazing. And another thing as well is with these little walls here, when you sort of put your bait in, the bait holds really well. Compared to other method feeders that are quite low down and the walls aren't as high up on them, I find personally that the TEMU ones hold your bait better. Now I think it's Drennan or another company that designed the method feeders with the high walls, and it kind of reminds you of a hybrid feeder a bit, how everything's quite high up and stuff. So that is one massive benefit from this method feeder, the fact of its great durability, and also with it having these walls, all the bait just stays in. Now as you can see on camera, the rain is absolutely crazy, so I'm probably going to have one more cast to see if we can try and nick a fish on this feeder. But believe you me, these things work a treat and they are absolutely brilliant. And for me, the durability is great on them, and with, like I mentioned, with these walls, they're fantastic. Also another thing, you get the nice like camo colour with them. It's pretty much standard as all feeders are. The only thing I would change about this is these do have the swivel in the bottom of them. Now I prefer like nothing, or I much prefer something where I can put sort of like a quick change bead. I just find they're a little bit better, but these do the job. It's just personal preference for me. I prefer having something like a quick change bead, like with the Drennan method feeders. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this filled up and I'm going to chuck it out. I've chose my target, I've chucked in a few balls of ground bait, and then I think it's time we probably get off because this rain is crazy. I don't know if you can see on the lake, but it is absolutely chucking it down. So I'm thinking to bail in a minute, but we'll do one more cast because fishing's very weird. You just never know when you're going to catch a fish, and if we can catch them with it being like this, then we've done very well. So I've had to come under the shelter because the weather is absolutely shocking, and yeah, I don't fancy getting absolutely drenched, as you can probably tell by it. But basically, I just wanted to say this method feeder is brilliant. I wanted to come out today. I was hoping, like I said, we could have stayed a bit longer, but as you people know, this is England and unfortunately the weather doesn't always play ball. With the casting with these, it was absolutely perfect. Like I say, you do have a good variety in the different weights with them. So I was on the 7-foot Daiwa Matchman feeder rod and I used a 20 gram and it casted absolutely perfect. And to be honest with you, these are better than I thought, honestly, because you kind of think with stuff like TEMU, you're like, maybe the quality's not going to be good, but even so much so, the quality of the little mould is brilliant as well. The mould is made very well, it's made very good. I've had no problems with it, and the fact, like I said, that you get another method, you know, is great in case you lose one or what have you. You've always got that spare method feeder. So this is a great product. Definitely check it out on TEMU. Just type in method feeder in the app and loads will come up. Just make sure they have this little mould and the spare feeder, and you'll be good to go when it comes to method feeder fishing. This is a great product, probably one of the cheapest prices I have ever seen for what you get, so go check them out. If you did enjoy this quick review on the TEMU method feeder, leave a like, post your comments down below if you have one, or if you want me to review any TEMU product, then drop it in the comments below because I'll be interested to give them a review. Share this around with anyone that you know does a lot of method feeder fishing and needs a cheap method feeder, because they'll definitely like this one. subscribe for new videos every single week. Let's get this channel growing, and if you're fishing, hopefully you'll be fishing in better weather than this. Have a good one.